Hi, Annabelle here with my next video for my media industries class. The industry that I've chosen for this video is movies. So right now in theaters there are plenty of movies trying to attract our attention. One of the biggest being the Walt Disney's Beauty and the Beast, which earned $23.55 million on its second Friday, which was a drop of 63%, but it pushed the musical up to $252.1 million domestic. So it's the seventh biggest day eight Friday gross of all time. We're still looking at a possible of 89 million the second weekend, so that just finished now, which would be the fourth biggest non-opening weekend of all time, behind Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which made 149 million, Jurassic World, which made 105 million, and The Avengers, which made 103 million. So if it ends up below the 88 million, it'll be the fifth biggest weekend, behind the 88 million weekend The Force Awakens. The film now has earned 541 million worldwide in just 8 days of global release. They're likely going to go over or under about the $317 million mark in the 10-day domestic total, which will rank the fourth behind the four previous mentioned movies. Also in theaters right now would be the Warner Brothers and Time Warner Inc. Legendary Kong Skull Island, which is still the biggest competition right now for Beauty and the Beast. It is 185 million Monster Mash, which earned 3.7 million on its third Friday, and most likely will make about 14 million in the next weekend. So it should come to a total of 132 million in its 17-day total. But the film has earned about 22 million opening day in China, which would be over under about 60 million for the opening weekend. It's also opening in Japan last Friday, and it should be interesting to see, depending how its relationship, especially with Kong being mostly focused in Japan, to see how it goes for the amount of money it makes. It's possibly going to be making around the 300. It's looked at to be about making 350 million and potentially quite a bit more, depending on the popularity. Another movie that's also hitting is Century Fox's Logan, which made 2.675 million on the Friday, and it's set to make 10 million again on its fourth weekend, which should push it for about 127 million domestic. But it is looking at pushing it even further over the 220 million within the next couple weeks as it continues on. Another one would be Bloom's House Get Out, which has continued to hold strong at 2.51 million. It is the highest rating on Rotten Tomatoes movie and is likely to continue to increase in popularity with the next coming weeks. So this is pretty much the big movies in theaters, and this has been my video for the week.